Mahila, you've done a lot more than just talk about Shakespeare and Francis Bacon. I'll tell you what I think is that Shakespeare, the biggest trick is to think that it wasn't him because he was under persecution from the Greek aspect of all those guys that were Renaissance leaders. And he he was the henchman. He's the henchman of all those books and plays and poems, all that stuff. He's the henchman. And I think that Alicia Vikander was that smart. I really do. And I think that Francis Bacon, all those guys, they all chimed in. I think they were all writing it together. Like all those guys. I think they were running around from England to France. And I think they were doing the fat food, like with the carriages. I really do. And it all kind of stopped whenever Napoleon took charge. So, uh, yeah, the dances. I like to have my girl doing the dances, and and like the musical theater was always 72C to me. It was always like that. Now I reached my hand over the border with Chloe, and GSA just in general of it. We kind of ran side by side, and not in the spirit, but just kind of being there. And there was a respect. There was, but at the same time, I didn't like how they used their people. Like, I thought that it looked kind of like forced and not like natural from all of them. The ones that were natural, I thought were the most 72C. And like the ones that weren't natural at all were the coolest ones. So that's kind of what I'm saying. But that's musical theater. I don't know ballet and all that stuff, but like I dated those girls and they were all severely affected by that stuff. And like my first girlfriend, like it, like how she was treated was really bad, and it makes me upset. And I couldn't really protect her because my hands were tied and her hands were tied to who we were running around with. So it just upset me. And I broke up with her because of that. And I shouldn't have, because, there was some real love there. And I ruined it, just by being hard headed. And she was quiet, and I didn't give her a chance, and it was my fault. So I carry a lot of that, because I never gave her a chance to explain anything. I just said, that's it. It was very cut and dry. I shouldn't have done that, And I've, I've, to this day, I feel really bad about that. And how I was looked at by people that that were judging our relationship was really bad too. I didn't like that either. So I kind of became a dark horse right then and there, And she went to Apollo, and um, it just, we had girls that went to Apollo because of the Barack cutoff, and um, just how it's all tied together. I look at it like, what can you use me for? What can you use me for besides just trying to save you? Like, am I more than that? Am I more than that? And can you include me in your conversations and not, just laugh at what I'm saying and treat me like I'm a joke, you know? And there was some respect because the swimmers and the dancers kind of went through a similar type of regimen. And I liked that. And that's why I went after the girl that I went after. And, later on, there was a Catholic girl, blonde, that I kind of tried to mess around with later on. And Bushy kind of told my dad, like, yeah, he's doing great. He's with this girl from Catholic, and she's beautiful and all this stuff. And I wasn't really with her, though. It was kind of weird, And, like, I'll be honest with you, I never met a man that was part of that was straight. They were all complete flame. And if they weren't complete flame, they were like really 72C to the max. So I just have never experienced what I have experienced on YouTube's with, Ben. And I'm really sorry, man. It just, and they flew me that day really bad. And I can tell that they're trying to fly me every time that you connect with me. And I really connected with Dutch since the past like two months or month and a half, and then they tried to turn me against him too. And like they flew my food at the same time I was watching him. And they flew it really bad the other day with Ben V. He posted a video and they flew it to the max. It was maxed out. And I just dealt with it. So forgive me. Okay, thank you.